Knowt Play is a new feature added to our platform. It allows teachers to run live review game sessions with students to help them practice with material. There are 3 game options available with Knowt Play. The first option is Classic Mode. Teachers can control whether they would like students to join late to the session, whether they require an account to join the session, and they can also control the types of questions that students will see: multiple choice, true or false, or short answer. The default timer for each question is 15 seconds, and this can be adjusted by the teacher as well. On the screen, you'll see several options for students to join the game. One is to scan a QR code if that's available on a student device. The other is to go to Knowt's website.com/play and entering the join code. Also, the join code can be copied and shared with students. As students join, the list of participants will appear on this screen. The race style game is an individual student competition. Teachers will have the ability to change some settings, types of questions, and the race mode offers teachers the ability to determine whether you would like students to play to answer with the term or answer with the definition, and these can be toggled off. The classic mode and the race mode are used by students on their own devices. The third game option is a Jeopardy style game. This is one that students will not use from their devices. Instead, the teacher will control all answers from the teacher's device. For Jeopardy settings, the teacher can select the size of the board for categories and questions, and they can also select the types of questions. The other option is to answer with the term or with the definition, as we also saw in the race mode. Let's take a look at what it looks like from the student side. If I go to knowt.com/play, all I have to do here is enter in the code to join. Students will enter a name to join. And this is the screen that the students will see until the game is launched. Students do have the ability to select the type of Kai that they'd like to have. Back on the teacher screen, teachers will see the participants to join, and when ready, the teacher can click Start Game. Questions will appear on the teacher's device. Students will answer on their own device. So what we're looking at right here is the teacher's device, and what we're looking at here is the student device. After each question on the teacher's screen, it will display a leaderboard, and then the teacher can move on to the next question. There's a delay before the question options appear. And again, on the student device, they will just see the answers and they can click. Once the game is complete, the teacher can also end the game prior to the actual ending as well. When the game's complete, the screen will display the final results. Teachers have the ability to go back to the lobby, working with the same group of students. No need for students to enter a new join code, and the teacher can select a new game mode. In this case, I'll show race. On the student side, you'll see a question, and students will be able to click on answers. On the teacher side, they would see the leaderboard of students and their progress throughout. Teachers can also click View Stats and see the number of questions, the strengths, the areas of improvement, analytics for teachers to look over. It will also show the individual students and their particular performance. I can go back to the lobby and show you the Jeopardy game. Again, teachers have control over the size of the board. They also have control over the question types. Teachers will individually assign members of teams. Click Start Game. Students do not compete in this from their own devices. Everything is done from the teacher's device. Here is the board. The teacher would take directions from team 1 or team 2, depending on whose turn it was. The teacher will select a question. The teacher will select manually based on the term's response, whether it was correct or incorrect. They also have the option to choose skip and reveal answer, and the game is played that way. There is an option to skip team, so if team 1 answers incorrectly, we can skip team, and at the end of the game, the results will be listed on the screen.